All right, all of you freedom-loving boys and girls, Mark Centerline Systems with charity auction number 2. Before I get into what the next charity auction, who the charity is and the items, I just want to give a huge shout out to everybody who made, all of you, great men and women, made charity auction number 1 incredible success. So here's what we got. We got our winner, Peter, who his winning bid was $600 for the Mod Deuce canteen carrier and the G3 gear roll. Plus, I threw in a heavy cover titanium canteen set in there as well, right? $600 from Peter. Thank you very much, sir. And a friend of mine, just to prove how much of an idiot I am, because I'm old school, right? And whenever I've done my charities, it's like usually a charity garage sale. So it's a lot of cash. I deposit, I write a check, and my brain was just on checks. Well, so a friend of mine went and made a $265 donation to 23rd Veteran, and then sent me the screen capture to prove that he did it. And I'm like, okay, all right, I'm an idiot and I'm a dinosaur. So that was an extra $265. And then, and I'm not going to say his name, you, sir, I know you're watching. God bless you. He wants to remain anonymous. He made $1,000 donation to a 23rd Veteran. So in total, we raised $1,865 in our first ever charity auction. So I got my packaging here. I'm going to end up having to do a bunch of things a little different today because I got to show you what the next items are. But so here I'm packaging this stuff up right now and getting ready to send it on its way to Peter. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm going to actually finish that off camera because I'm going to have to take a little bit more time and get that in there better. I might have to pull the canteen out. So anyway, there it is. It's all ready to go. I don't want anyone to see who it is, but there it is. So, yep, $1,865 for 23rd Veteran Organization in our first charity auction. So on that note, let's go ahead and kick into what the items for charity auction number 2 are going to be. So yeah, here's where I'm going to have to stand up. So one of them, we're going to call this like the Huntsman type of setup. Now this is mine, so don't think this is what's going on, but I'm just showing you. So this is my Sherpa belt with a Y harness on it. So it's going to be a Sherpa belt or one of our EDC belts. I'll let the customer choose. And so, there's going to be a sizing issue on this, but it just shows you, how you can hook all kinds of stuff up to it and just wear that around. So it's going to be a Sherpa belt or an EDCP belt. Plus, here we go, a Big Boy folding saw pouch in red with black webbing, yellow thread, yellow accents. And we got some Cerakoted red snap caps, and then a regular folding saw pouch, same kind of setup, yellow accents, on the red, and then the Sherpa belt, or one of the EDCP belts. Now this is an EDCP, so it's the Sherpa and the EDCP are 1.75 inch belts. So the whole concept here is you would have it on the outside of your clothing. And then, you got a folding saw pouch, or you've got a Big Boy folding saw pouch. You've got a belt where you can carry, your nut. You saw how I had my Y harness and everything rigged up, but I've got a first aid pouch on there. I've got some folding saw pouches. I've got one of the original utility pouches. And that's kind of like my hunting rig, my hunting setup. So you get a belt. So that's why we're going to call it the Huntsman or the Outdoorsman. You got a belt where you can put all your gear on, and then some good pouches, because you're probably going to want to have a folding saw or a Big Boy folding saw coming with you. So whoever wins, we'll be talking to that person, and we'll be going over what size belt and what color and all that kind of stuff. So we're going over there. So on my side, that's approximately $275 worth of gear right on my side. But it gets better. So thanks to an awesome human being, Jason from Lester River Bushcraft. Now, these are mine. You're not getting one of mine. But this is his field jacket in wool, or his anorak in his wool anorak. Lester River Bushcraft. Now I'll put a link to his website on there so you can see the gears as well. But Jason is kicking in one of those shirts. So it'll be up to whoever the winner is, whoever makes the highest bid. You're also going to get one of those products from Jason. Obviously, there's going to be a sizing thing, but Jason has already talked to me about it. He's ready to go once, this winner is declared on Thursday of this week, at 1400. That's when the bidding is over. I'll reach out to that person, but then that person will end up talking to Jason, and you'll go ahead and get your sizing and colors, and you guys will work out which one you want, and then Jason will send that to you. And then I'll also have to talk to you to work out what you want for the belt sizing, so I can make you a belt, and then you can add the saw pouches too. So here's the deal, boys and girls. Those are $350, give or take, retail on Jason's side. So this total auction, it's over $600 worth of gear. So I think on that note, because it's a lot of gear, really high-end stuff, we're going to start the bidding off at $250. So $250 is the opening bid. That's for the folding saw pouch, the big boy folding saw pouch, either a Sherpa belt or an EDCP belt. And then from Jason over at Lester River Bushcraft, either his Boreal, the Anorak, or the field shirt, whichever one you want. Again, that's over $600 worth of gear. We're going to start the opening bid at $250. And this week's charity is going to be Folds of Honor. And I'll leave a link to them in this video as well, so you can go ahead and see who those guys are. And again, really huge shout out to my friend kind of did it to make fun of me. Like, hey, knucklehead, people can just go online and make donations. I'm like, okay, I didn't really think about that. I guess I am kind of a knucklehead, but huge thanks and huge shout out to my friend, Matt. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell a quick story. I got to throw Matt under the bus. I met Matt in a previous life. He was in the Marine Corps. I was in the agency, and we met someplace overseas, and anyway, we continued that relationship, that friendship, even after, his unit, deployed back, to the States, and I went on and did other things. But we're back, and another fellow Marine, one of his co-workers, fellow Marines, was getting married. And I just so happened to be home in the States at the time on leave. And so I met him for this wedding. I went up there. I divulge my true name identity to these guys, after we'd done all of our stuff. Anyway, so I meet them, and Matt and I used to be in great shape. Matt, Marine Corps, young guy, he's in great shape too, obviously, an officer. And so we were going to just do easy eights. We met, early in the morning, like, hey, let's go for a run, and then we'll, start drinking, in the wedding and all that kind of stuff. Hey, okay. So we get together. Hey, let's just go for a run. Let's just do 5 miles. Let's do easy eights, 8-minute miles. The next thing I know, we ran the 5 miles, and we ran it sub 6-minute miles. I mean, and I'm stopping. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? And he's like, me, what's wrong with you? I thought you were. So anyway, we both just kept trying to run faster, thinking it was the other guy who was trying to make us go faster, and probably ran the fastest 5 miles I've ever run in my life, thanks to Matt. It's probably why I'm broken right now, is because of him. Damn you, curse you, Marine Corps. Anyway, just a little fun story, trying to have a fun video. So again, charity auction number 2, Folds of Honor is the charity. We'll have a link to that down below in the video. I'll have a link to Lester River Bushcraft, so you can kind of take a look at the field shirt and the Anorak. You're watching my video, you can go to my website and look up we don't have the Sherpa belt on there right now, but I can still make it. But so the Sherpa belt, or the EDCP, and then the folding saw pouch, and then the big boy folding saw pouch. Opening bid, $250. Folds of Honor is our charity, great charity. And I think that pretty much covers everything. And I got a chance to throw a great story in there about my friend Matt, who to this day is still a pain in my ass. All right, everybody, I think that does it. Reach out if you got questions, comments. I'll do the best I can. Hey, one last shout out to everybody from auction number 1, to the winner, Peter. Thank you very much, sir. To my friend Matt, thank you very much for making that donation. And for the silent individual out there who wants to remain anonymous, $1,000. Incredible. Thank you so very much. You guys are just great human beings. I really do appreciate it. And I hope we have an equally successful auction here this time for number 2 as well. A field, one more time. It's either the field shirt or the Anorak from Lester River Bushcraft, the folding saw pouch, the big boy, and then an EDCP or a Sherpa belt on my side. All right, let the bids. Oh, and here's another thing too. Leave comments. I mean, you don't necessarily, look, times are tough, and this is for charity, and maybe you don't want to, maybe you can't make a bid, but make a comment, chime in, say something funny. Let's, the whole point is to break the algorithm, get the information out there. If you don't want to bid, then don't bid. You don't need to be a mean person about it and call people, names or say it's stupid. It's for a charity. So yeah, let's have some fun with this and let's keep it going. All right, everybody, if you got questions, reach out anytime. I'll do the best I can to help you out. Until then, you know the deal. Keep thinking, keep moving, never quit. All right, everybody, be good. Woo!